Hey everybody, this is John. Just want to remind you to follow us at Facebook and Instagram and subscribe to our YouTube channel and tell everybody you know that if they do so, you will give them $1 million. Here's the show.
What is he doing? He's smacking his Prince chaps.
Oh, like he pulled down his PJs and smacked them.
You're listening to the Comedy Food Truck Podcast. We talk life, food, relationships, and have fun with all
He
of
didn't use
it.
his hands. He was using his booty to clap.
And now here's your host, comedian John Hill.
What's going on, everybody? Man, doing that Shakira smack. Wow, what's going on? Welcome to the show. Can I say it? Is this a surprise? What are we saying?
No, say it.
This is our 100th episode. No, it's our 101st episode.
101st.
But we're going to look back at the first 100 because we went right by the 100th and now we're in 101.
Yep.
So this is episode 101. You'd think at 101 you'd know what you're doing.
Comedy Food Truck 101.
Comedy Food Truck 101.
It's a prerequisite.
It is. The prerequisite is you must be crazy if you're listening. We are so grateful, though. I'm just going to introduce the crew, and then we got some things planned. We'll let you decide later if they're fun things planned or if they're just things planned, or we should go back to not planning. But it's all about 100 episodes. I still can't believe we made it, and we'll talk. But let me introduce everybody. First of all, the man who's made 100 episodes possible, because he holds all of the wizardry of the tech, the Google space, all of that stuff is all under his control. Jared, what's going on, Jared?
How you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right.
After 100 episodes of dealing with all of our nonsense, all the editing you've had to do, all the craziness.
It's been a lot of editing. It's totally worth it.
I know. It's been amazing the amount of time you put into this. You'd think we could monetize this at some point.
Right.
Give you a few bucks. Sheesh. It's 100 episodes.
So when you edit, sometimes it says like insufficient content or content doesn't exist. Does it just say nonsense as you're editing? The clip just says nonsense.
Our whole show says NSF, non-sufficient funds. Next to Jared usually is our man Scott, who's in the space station.
On the ISS.
I feel like he's floating around in the Google space. Look at him, man. Say hello, Scott.
What the?
What's up, man? What's up?
Wow. Usually you put in those fake teeth, but those are real.
Look at those things. You can't
That's a lot of ugly all at once.
They're out. They're so far out he can't even say TH. He has to say teeth with an F.
You can't even make those kind of teeth up.
Yeah. Yeah, look at you. Oh my goodness.
Man.
Oh man.
I feel sorry for anyone
Too
watching
much
on
fun.
YouTube right now.
Hey Scott, there's somebody behind you. No, I'm just kidding. No, there's not.
It's Satan. Run him into a mirror.
Right, exactly.
Right.
That's great. That's great. That's how we get rid of the devil. Beat the devil. And then, of course, the what are we calling it now? It's not the four. There's no. There could be a four-legged. There could be a four-leg tripod.
The coffee table.
The coffee table.
Comedy Food Truck.
He's the one who
table.
keeps it from wobbling. Is our man Ray? What's up, Ray?
He's the lingua taco
Hi guys.
The lingua.
in the taco box.
The what?
Isn't lingua intestines?
Linguiça.
Oh yeah, it's funny. It's Taco Tuesday.
Hi guys.
Hey,
Hi.
Ray.
This is not my 101st episode, but
no,
thanks for
it's
having
not.
me.
Do you know how many it is? I don't even know what episode you
I
came
should
on.
have figured that out.
That's my
know.
favorite moment when Ray joined the show.
Yeah.
Was that really? Wow. You got really low
Episode,
standards.
no one knows which one that is.
Ray did join us for a few episodes before
That
he
is
was
true.
official.
That's true.
I was going to guess.
And actually, we
Did
got
so well.
We got some clips from listeners, and that actually happens to be one of the clips that I have.
Is one of the clips that Ray was in?
When Ray was on, yeah.
Nice.
I wasn't officially on the show at that point, was I?
You were just a guest.
Oh, man.
You were much funnier as a guest.
I
But
was.
We appreciate you being on the show.
You were nervous.
Yeah.
I've never seen you nervous, but you
That
were
is
nervous.
true. He was nervous.
I was a little
do
nervous.
remember that.
I was a little.
I do.
Yeah. I'll go on stage and talk to hundreds of people, but man, you put a microphone in front of me, and I was like,
That's right.
Yeah.
what am I supposed to do?
I'm like the name of an Nigerian dude. I do.
Jeez.
It's an Olympic sprinter.
I do.
Our dude's out in front.
All dudes running.
My dude sets a
Dude,
new
I'm going to tell
record.
you right now, every Nigerian person I know is the coolest person. I mean, they're cool people. I'm not kidding. There's something about the culture and the way they're raised.
Mhm.
Nigerian folks are very, very, very cool.
Serious.
And smart. Oh, my goodness. And do you know that they're the highest earning immigrant group in America?
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
People think it's like Asians or Indians because of the doctor thing and all that. It's actually Nigerians.
Interesting.
They actually do the best. in terms of immigrants and stuff. So,
Interesting.
Anyway, whatever that means. They make more money. That's what it is. No, they're the highest earning ethnic group in America. That's what it is. There's like 2 or 3 before, like what most people think is white people make all the money. There's like 2 or 3 groups ahead of white
Interesting.
people. Yeah, but Nigerians are at the top.
Wow.
It's pretty cool. So if you want to do well in America,
Be
even
Nigerian.
Become Nigerian.
even if you're not from Nigeria, go to Nigeria and then immigrate to America.
right. So that way you can come from
You'll
Nigeria.
do better. You'll do better. No, but to grow up with that culture, I can tell you that. Honorable people. But anyway, 100th episode, or 100th, the first episode, but 100 episodes behind us.
Yes.
And I'm excited to talk. I know that for me, I just want to say I appreciate. I'm just going to start with the fans. It's probably I'm being too arrogant or confident to call them fans. The listeners.
Yeah.
Because who knows if they're fans, but they listen, and I appreciate the ones who listen. And I know that even in the feeds and the social media stuff, the ones who respond and say what's up and give us some information and sometimes share memories and things that they, that whatever something was on the show that made them think of something else, or something that was on the show that they thought was really great and they would mention it. That's some cool stuff. I honestly, going into this, had no idea what to expect. And I still have no idea. Maybe you could help us, Jared. Are there any metrics, like do we know where we're at listener-wise now after 100 episodes? And I don't even know where we were in the first 10 episodes.
Yeah, it's so hard to say because there's a lot of catch-up being done. Like people are starting at the beginning and listening all the way through.
Yeah.
But I can tell you, hang on, let me.
Do we have a number of like how many people at some point or other heard at least something from a comedy food truck podcast?
I do, yeah. It's
Like,
loose because we have stuff all over the place, so I don't have all the
Right.
stats like in one place.
Right.
But I can tell you, just through our SoundCloud where we host, we have almost 10,000 listens. So
Nice.
Wow. Well, but that's not 10,000 people.
Listens.
It's not like independent
that's
listens.
listens.
So it could be one person that listened 10,000 times.
yeah,
I mean,
I
theoretically.
think I got about 9,000 in there.
yeah.
I like to memorize them.
That's funny. Scott.
But I know that.
That was me scrolling all the listeners. Scott.
But I know there is more than that because we've got YouTube
Sure.
to count for there. We've got iTunes and Spotify and Stitcher and Google Podcasts and
Dang.
Well,
Amazon Podcasts and all the platforms that we're on.
We have 100 episodes. That's at least if we want to say like people were listening to every episode. That's at least 10 people.
What's that? Yeah.
10 people listening to 100.
That doesn't
no, it's
sound-
100 people.
100 people.
Okay,
Sorry,
that's a little
listening
more impressive.
to 100 episodes. We had at least 100
Yeah.
people,
And that's
that's
just-
not the case. I know everybody hasn't listened to every.
That's
episode.
just SoundCloud.
Yeah, that's just SoundCloud.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like it.
So.
It's like a small movement.
Yeah, we could be better, but we which you would know nothing about.
Well, it could be small. It might be rather large.
I'm all about the large movements.
Wow.
I don't go often, but when I do, I'll make it worth it.
This ain't no small movement.
No. This is
Speaking of crap, we got a sponsor.
Nice segue, Jared. That was wonderful.
is that our sponsor?
We're professionals here, folks, and that's how we do it.
Yeah. Okay. How does this work?
Let's play it.
All right.
Wait. Before we even go into this,
Thank you.
You're not supposed to pre-read this, but John kind of was glancing at it,
Sorry.
and he says, there's stuff here that I can already see I can't say. Or what did you say? There's words
Yeah.
I shouldn't say.
There's already
or,
words here that I know are going to be difficult.
that are going to be difficult.
Yeah. It's all right.
You'll see when you hear
I'll
it.
try to stay in
Well,
character.
You'll hear when you hear it. I
There
guess.
we go.
Character.
All right.
Like I have a character.
Action.
Jumpin' Jimmy's is a credible cornucopia of clinchy collectibles. Not crap or scrap, but treasures and pleasures. From musicians to magicians, beauticians to aestheticians. And pearl divers to truck drivers, Jumpin' Jimmy's Junk and Jewels has something for everyone. Does Jimmy have a great selection? You'll have no objection to our massive selection. There is perfection in every direction begging for your affection. We got a reed section, a sports section, a string section, a brass section, and a smoking section. If there is a rejection, there will be an ejection. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
It's Jimmy's. It's Jimmy's reputable. You bet Jordash it is. Jimmy's is rated #1 best bargains for your basement bounty by the Better Business Bureau. Does he have collectibles? Does the milkman sleep over? Jimmy's got a guitar from Qatar, a wedding ring from Beijing, and a hookah from Maluka. Not to mention a plethora of other fine items from Moscow to Krakow, from Glasgow to Barstow. How do I get to Jimmy's? Located on the corner of Juniper and Jasper, just a jaunt down the street from Jake's Rakes and Steaks. Oh, don't stop at Lake's Cakes and Bakes, though. That's too far. Simply take the 105 to the 405 to the 605 till you reach the Slauson cutoff. Stop. Get out of your car. Cut off your Slauson. Get back in your car and continue till the burned down barn. Turn right. You can find Jumpin' Jimmy's Junk and Jewels online at www.doublejsj&j/redirect.ukraine.net.
What's that website again?
www.doublejsj&j/redirect.ukraine.net. Jumpin' Jimmy's Junk and Jewels. Leave your junk to Jimmy.
Oh, that was great.
I just realized halfway through that I was probably supposed to let you guys ask the questions.
No, we didn't have. We only had one printout. So
Oh, that's
it worked.
so funny.
Oh my gosh!
I
Man.
could have printed more.
Cut off your slides.
What is a slauson? Why am I supposed to cut it off?
We pulled that from Johnny
That's a
Carson.
Carson
Yeah.
reference.
off your
Yeah, that was
Slauson.
reference. That's a credit to the Johnny Carson show right
Oh
there.
my
Homage
goodness,
to
man.
that.
Wow.
Yeah, the direction part.
Well, I'm grateful for all of our sponsors. If only they were real. If only they were real.
We got to get some merch.
Mm-hmm.
Some
need
shirts
some merch.
and stuff with Jumpin' Jimmy's on it. And
Does the milkman sleep over?
Does the milkman steal your mama? Oh my goodness, man.
Does the milkman deliver?
Jeez.
Does the milkman make your daddy lactose intolerant?
Oh my gosh!
That's
That's
terrible.
what happens when you lose your toes.
Well,
Your lactose.
your lactose. Oh, that's so good. That's funny, man. Wow.
Scott's dying.
All right.
Jeez.
So,
Oh.
so with that in mind, we always have fun with our sponsors. It's a lot of fun. Hopefully, you guys were okay with that. But I know we had asked a question earlier in the week, maybe, or the last couple of weeks about some listener like favorite clips and stuff, right, from the past hundreds. So, Jared, why don't you cue some of that up?
Sure. So I picked the three top ones. The first one is actually one of my favorites, and we were.
Wait, I don't
right.
need a point of reference there, Your Honor.
No, I'll give it.
Your Honor.
You said you picked the top three.
Objection.
Top three.
Did that feloniously indicate that there were more than three?
There was a few more, yeah.
Oh, okay.
One of them actually was like, I don't know. Somebody mentioned the favorite was the Kobe episode, which was early on, right when Kobe Bryant passed away. But
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
I wasn't sure how to pick a favorite moment
Probably
out
not
of
a
that.
lot of clips from that were like,
Yeah,
I
it was
gotcha.
more of a serious show, but
Yeah.
But anyway, so this one we were talking about fast food items, the top most popular fast food items in the country, and this one came up. Hold on, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. The thing that scared me at White Castle was chicken rings.
Chicken rings.
Oh, yeah.
So shaped
I
like
didn't-
onion rings, but chicken?
I'm like,
Well, you know, Burger King got them chicken fries.
right, but that I could see because you can cut strips out of the chicken. But where do the rings come from?
It's all the stuff McDonald's not using anymore
I'm not-
because they
There's
do
only
all
one
white meat.
circular
I'm
place
not
on a
gonna
chicken,
say.
and I'm not eating that.
Oh, that's hilarious. That's so funny.
Chicken rims.
They're concentric.
They'll get that whole punch.
Come here, chicken.
Oh man,
That's so great.
that's a terrible visual.
The
Yeah.
rest of you went to Kentucky Fried, but this is mine. Sorry.
Oh gosh.
Hold on, Popeye.
Ow! I hurt myself.
Oh boy.
This show is going to be rated NC-17 or something.
It seems to me it wouldn't be chicken rings. It'd be chicken ring. If you get more than one ring, you're in big trouble.
All right, chickens, line up.
Or more than one ring off one chicken.
Everybody touch your toes. We don't have toes. That's awesome.
Oh boy.
All right.
I say.
I'm
calling human resources.
Human resources.
I say. That's not in my contract.
Somebody snorted.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Cock-a-doodle don't.
That's my favorite line right there.
Look at John. He cracked up in his own joke.
I say what you're not gonna do.
Cockle-doodle don't.
That's not what I meant when I said put a ring on it. Great jumping Beyonce. That's too far.
Oh man. Thank you very much for the one listener that just tuned out. Jose, are you still there?
Honey, cover your ears.
Oh man. I don't think we're ever gonna get to one.
I don't even know what one is anymore. Chicken rings. Oh my
Dang,
goodness.
Wow.
Well, you know.
I think there needs to be a shirt made up that says cockle-doodle don't.
do we have to put a credit in for Foghorn Leghorn?
So that was the chicken rings.
Cock-a-doodle don't.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was great.
Bend over and touch your toes.
I'm calling you the human resources.
Wouldn't it be chicken ring? Oh, man. That's so funny. That's so funny, man.
Oh, yeah. You want me to do another one?
I hope so. Yeah.
All right.
But whoever said that, I appreciate that you remembered that. That might be our show at our best.
Yeah, for sure.
That's so funny.
That room was hot that night. I remember that. The air
It's
conditioning
hot now.
wasn't working.
I'm sweating now and it's raining outside.
It's like 60 degrees outside. All right, this one is from when Ray was a visitor on our show, and John had discovered something interesting about a funeral parlor in Detroit.
Oh, okay. Oh, go ahead.
Do you remember the story?
I do, but I was wondering, are we mentioning the listeners that are saying this is
I actually didn't write that down.
Oh, that's okay. Sorry. Somewhere there are listeners
Listener,
going, come on!
listener number 35.
Trying to get on the show.
Yeah.
Can I get a mention, please?
Listens in
That's
South
funny.
Dakota.
Yeah. So this is from the episode The Cadaver Carousel.
I found a funeral home in Detroit, and the funeral home has a drive-through. I mean, I just think that's kind of crazy, right? That in Detroit,
That's what you find in Vegas.
Are you picking up or dropping off? I don't
Right.
know.
Yeah.
it is weird though, because here's the other thing, because it's I think it's appropriate to Detroit, just because Detroit, you know, for a long time was one of the highest like death capitals of the
Yeah.
world as far as murder and whatever
Murder
else.
rate, yeah.
Right. I think it's DC now, maybe, or San Bernardino. But the point is that they were for a while. So, you know, in Detroit, they just got so tired of funerals. They're like, I'm not even getting out of my car. You know, we're just going to, right? I was looking this up, like, how does this work? And they had this long thing online, and it described how lovely the service will be when people drive up, and there's this big window with a curtain, and the curtain opens up.
Put a quarter in, the curtain opens up.
Like a game show.
And then, yeah, there's like a casket, and they lifts up, you know, so you can see them. Yeah.
Oh, my
You
God.
can see them, and then
I'll take door number 2.
Right? And
I'm
then-
just going to drive around.
I'm telling you, man. But I'm
not driving
thinking
through.
it's kind of weird though, because like you have to listen to the service or the eulogy and all that, you know, through a speaker, because you're outside and there's, you know, inside. So you know how speakers at drive-throughs work. That's no good, right?
Yeah, right.
So the poor pastor, you know, trying to do that. And then, right?
Oh, man.
And in my twisted mind, it's always weird too, because he probably ends it, instead of amen, he's like, "Would you like fries with that?" Right. But
Gonna eat that in the car
chicken
or
rings.
take it with you?
And what about the rose ceremony? Like, you know how you
rings.
drop flowers on the casket?
Oh yeah.
They got one of
This
those
one, they're
tubes
gonna have
that
to go
you
in the
use at the
tube and
bank.
send. Oh yeah. And you just and then the guy's gonna take it out, put it on there for you. It's kind of weird,
All
right?
the rose petals flew off.
Yeah. It's just kind of a weird, thing to think about a funeral with a drive-through.
It could be
Right.
like totally automated though if you think about it. I mean, you could have multiple people in there, and you just drive up, and you're like, "Who are you here to see?" And you got to push like a vending machine.
Yeah,
like
C8.
Yeah, and this thing is
exactly.
like it spins around, and the thing comes to the window, and the curtain opens. That's not him. That's
not
Lenny.
You're doing it wrong.
That's
Try
funny.
the next one.
That's funny.
Maybe like one of those things that you go and you get your dry cleaning and they have that thing you push the button and just brings the stuff around.
There's just cadavers on it. Oh my gosh. Drops into a casket.
You gotta watch everybody else go by until you get to the person you want to see.
That's horrible.
Just watch Uncle Henry come swaying in the wind.
But he's pressed.
Like it's what I hate.
He's pressed.
It's a light starch.
It's got an alphabet A. Everybody's with A right here.
You guys are bad.
That was gonna be a bit.
You guys are
We
bad.
got the Zendaya. We're all the way at the very end. We're only on B right now.
You drop them off by 9 a.m. You get same day service, but otherwise you gotta eat till tomorrow.
Oh my gosh. Order right now and have it today. Order by 6 p.m.
Oh
This
boy.
is such a bad episode.
He's pressed.
He's pressed. All his wrinkles are gone. He looks 30 years younger.
Oh man, when Scott ran with the whole dry clean.
That was awesome. I've actually since put that into that bit when I do it in comedy shows.
Nice.
Do you really?
Yeah, the dry cleaner thing. It's a hilarious image and all the stuff you guys were throwing out there.
Oh, that's so funny.
I was just listening again, going, man, I missed some stuff I got to put into it. No, it's like the Zendaya. You're all the way at Z. We're only on B. That's great. You've been in the dry cleaner, I should say, before, right? When you're and they're hitting that, and your thing is at the end, and you're like,
It goes so slow.
Scott said, swaying in the wind. Here comes Uncle Henry.
He's just looking at you with his finger on the button. Just
Exactly.
it's uncomfortable. Like 2 minutes of this thing just going by.
All the cars out front are watching.
He comes
Everybody.
around the thing. He comes around the thing like this.
It's the glass.
Yeah. People
Big
outside.
smudge.
I don't know where Uncle Henry is, but I knew the last 3 guys that went by.
Yeah.
I didn't know that guy died. Bring it back.
I didn't see that.
I have to wait till he comes around
That's
again. Let's go all the way around again.
Oh my gosh.
Such a good. That was good. I like that. That was funny,
was
man.
good stuff.
And of course, we don't know who said that, but that's okay.
Yeah.
That was their favorite.
I think that
clip.
might have been Diana, my wife.
That's a great clip. That's funny. It was funny because the way everybody started chipping at the end, it was just became this big thing.
Mm-hmm.
God, that's great.
Yep. I got one more clip.
Okay.
I've got the most comments on this
Really?
no.
clip
Okay.
of any in our show's history.
So this is like the
Wow.
most requested or
And-
the most whatever.
yeah, just over time. This happened on our live show.
Right. Okay.
And this is when
geez.
our friend
I
Scott
already
Wood
know. Just nailed me.
came in and just tore John up.
Yeah.
Oh, he was.
Completely obliterated.
Yeah.
me.
I couldn't keep
So
up.
this clip is about 4 minutes. So depending on how hard
4
we're
minutes
laughing,
of Scott.
and I cut a lot out too. So
Right.
this is Scott Wood tearing John apart.
So let's bring on Scott because I definitely want to, he came in. I called him earlier. Scott was like so gracious to say, of course I'll come on the show because dude is just hilarious. So let me just admit him in. All right, Scott, we can hopefully hear you. How you doing, brother?
Whatever.
See,
I've been in the waiting room since Monday.
I know. We didn't even put snacks or anything in there.
Nothing.
It's a virtual green room.
It is, man.
Yes, it is. Well, it's great to be on the show. And what is it? 1,000? How cold is it in there? How much clothes are you wearing?
Well, there's a long story to this, but I'm wearing what I'm wearing because I left the house today and forgot to shave, and so
Here we
I'm
go.
very self-conscious about facial hair.
You're the biggest sissy
Yeah.
ever.
Well, no worries. You know, with everyone wearing masks, it's never been a better time for ugly people.
That's right. That's right. Somebody told me, "Hey, listen, I was on stage with and I came off and I had this thing, and somebody said, you have a face for COVID, and so 'cause, yeah,
Yes.
they were like, yeah, you got to keep wearing that, man. I know. Hey, listen, we did a Zoom call in March, and you still had that tree behind you. What's up with that?
Well, you know what? Wow, someone's new joke. Someone's been watching Comedy Central. That's exciting, John. Usually, don't lean too far back. Anyway, John had COVID for a while. It was touch and go, but they hooked him up to a refrigerator.
You don't get to come over to my house anymore, Scott.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Everyone John has been in contact with, they had to go back and interview them. And I'm talking about the people who work at Burger King, KFC. I asked John, what do you want on a hamburger? He said, a hot dog. Anyway, it looks like he caught the COVID-19 pounds. This is fantastic. By the way, I love this time of year. The protesters are in full bloom. The smell of tear gas is in the air. Can you believe a bunch of looters broke into a Ross Dress for Less and reorganized? Thank God. I think looting is disgusting. I would never loot. And for any of you listeners, if you have listeners, I know you have like 2 of them.
I don't know anymore. I don't know.
I would never loot, ever. It's horrible. I'm a Christian man. I would never loot. And if any of you are thinking about looting, let me tell you something. Hear me out. I'm a size 10 shoe. So if you can grab some Nikes for me while the cops are hot on your tail. These are the jokes, people. I know I'm ugly. My wife makes me wear my mask indoors. Somebody sneezed at the Food for Less. We hit the ground like gunshots went off. Food for Less. Yeah, Food for Less. Thank you, John.
That's where you are.
John, thanks for staying awake for the show, John.
I'm trying, man.
I know you're listening. John died. No one told him. But anyway. But seriously,
I'm not going to make it through this.
Did I mention that Scott's a friend?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's great.
You're going to speak at your funeral.
That's fantastic. Yes.
That's great.
On my tombstone, I'm going to have the words written. It's going to say, I told you I was sick.
Oh, man. Scott Wood. That guy's something else.
He's coming back sometime, right?
Yes, he is. He asked me today if he could come back on.
We're already working on it.
I told him how much you got.
How much you got? Yeah. Wow. It's more like how much can you come back on and humble John some more? He said, John's dead. Nobody told him. What was the other one? He
hooked him up to a refrigerator.
They hooked him up to a refrigerator.
I love the part when he says, when asked John what he wants on his hamburger, he says, hot dog.
Another hamburger.
Right. It's funny. Yeah, no, he was good. He just came on swinging, man.
Yes, he did.
That was good stuff, man.
It was like ding, ding, ding.
Right. And then we're like, why don't you have more guests? That's why. That's why. No, it's good, man. It's been a good run, man. 100 episodes. Still not monetized, but 100 episodes. Right. We're getting like nobody wanting to, promote us or us to promote them, I guess, really. But I know the listeners we have, again, are super faithful and really appreciate. I still actually, within the last couple of weeks, I think I've had 3 different people tell me that they listen, and I had no idea they listened.
Right. Yeah. That happens to me all the time.
Yeah. And they'll start quoting stuff, or they'll start, talking about you guys or whatever else. And it's like, wow, I didn't even know you were listening.
Yeah.
Cool. So it is kind of cool. So it is, there's probably, obviously for the people who do comment, there's probably more than we realize that are just not commenting for whatever reason,
Right.
And I don't know what capacity they're listening. I've got one who tells me listens on long drives. I got another one who's, they're just spot listening, kind of catching things here and there. So it's good. It's fun. It's fun. It's been a lot of fun.
Do you guys listen to the show?
I do.
Well,
I have to.
You listen to it over and over and over.
That said, though, I do. Usually when Diana watches it, she'll watch the YouTube version, and I will sit down and watch it with her.
Okay, yeah.
So by that point, I've usually heard it about at least 10, 15 times.
Because you're editing it down.
Because I'm editing,
mixing it down. Yeah.
So, but yeah, I still enjoy it. I enjoy listening to us.
That's how I am. I listen in bunches. I don't like every single week listen, but when I'll take times and I'll listen to a few and of course having lived through it, you kind of know it's coming. Right. So it's
Yeah, it's still funny though.
But it's still fun to listen.
You come back to it going, I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
I forgot that Scott said that. I forgot that Jared said that. I forgot that John said that.
I find myself thinking, I don't remember him saying that. I wish I had caught that.
Right.
Right.
So
that's what
I know my wife has been a faithful listener since before we even were married, and now we sit there and watch it on YouTube. It's great to sit there and because even after doing it, you kind of forget what was talked about, and you find yourself laughing even again.
Right.
Yeah. So I owe Ray and Jared $5 each because I'd bet that after you got married, she wouldn't want to listen anymore. She was just trying to make you happy.
Thanks, Scott.
Now that we're married, I'm not listening to this swill anymore.
Hey, the podcast is on. You want to listen? Not so much.
Yeah, no, not really. Yeah, let's turn on Murder, She Wrote.
We get a big old thing of popcorn.
Popcorn?
What flavor?
Popcorn. Butter.
Is it
popcorn.
microwave, or do you have a popcorn maker?
No, it's
yes, we do. It's called a microwave.
Okay. Yeah.
Actually, this is totally a little bit, or not totally, but a little bit off track. The best microwave popcorn.
Well, okay, hang on. Go ahead.
Honestly, is Kirkland from Costco.
Really?
It
is
pops
good.
full. It doesn't. You do have to get out of the bag pretty quick because I only think the directions are somewhere in the neighborhood of 2.5, 3 minutes, somewhere in there. And I've got it on my microwave down to it's like 241 or 242.
Yeah, it's like to the second.
Right.
Yeah.
But then I have to, honestly, if I leave it like I'm, in the bag even, just to cool down or whatever, it starts to burn. So I got to pop it open and dump it in a bowl or something. But yeah, if you catch it just right, I mean, it's really good.
Yeah.
And it's $10 for like 500 bags.
Right.
Oh my gosh. Crazy.
Yeah, they bring it out.
It's not 500.
It comes on a pallet, on a forklift, and you put it in your truck.
But it does come in a huge box.
Yeah,
and it's
a
got
big
2
box.
layers of packs or whatever. It's a lot, and it's like $10.
Yeah, it's good.
It's actually really, really good. And I have a real popcorn maker, and I haven't made as much popcorn because it's even a little lighter. Like it's not as greasy, obviously.
Yeah.
So it's actually really good.
We have
That's very affordable. You could have 2 bags in one night.
That's what I do. I always have it in 2 bags at a time. I don't eat one bag.
Second
2-bagger.
I'm 2 bags, man.
An Oklahoma double bagger.
I don't know.
I just puts it on like a feed bag.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds gross. It's probably referring to women, right?
Yes.
Got it.
That's where she wears a bag over her head and you wear one over your head in case
Oh,
it
a
falls
double
off.
bagger.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's really immoral.
My little GE microwave has a popcorn button.
Yeah.
And I swear this thing is smart. It knows.
Yeah, it just knows.
Because you hit the popcorn button and it doesn't start a timer. The display does this little swirly thing. And it listens. I swear it listens for the popcorn to start popping, and it knows when it stops and it shuts off.
Yeah.
Popcorn's ready.
Yeah. We had a microwave that did that too, but the one we have now does not work.
The GE one works. Every single, you just put it in, you hit popcorn, you walk away from it, it's done. Perfect.
I have a
time.
popcorn button, but I don't use it. I'm just so used to just popping the time.
The time. That's the way I always did it. Yeah, exactly. To the second, like I said, 2:43.
Yeah.
Or 1 minute and.
I also notice I do 2:40, 2 or 3, somewhere in there, and then I kind of see it if it got a little extra burn or whatever. Either way, I cut at least a second, sometimes 2 seconds off the next bag because it's somewhere like an oven, I guess.
Yeah.
The second bag, it heats quicker and more.
Because the microwave's, I think, hot.
I guess, yeah,
maybe.
it's already going.
I could see that.
Yeah, like water. Like the water comes out, starts to get warm and then hot.
Yeah.
It's like that with a microwave. It's like, but the heat, it's weird because it almost always, it's only like a second or 2. But if I don't do that, then it overcooks it.
What if you could do 2 bags at the same time?
That's an interesting, I don't know
Anybody?
I think that might break the laws of physics.
I don't know. That could cause like a tear in the space-time continuum.
That's what I mean. It feels like something that you shouldn't push. Yeah, they shouldn't try.
Don't feed them after midnight, and don't put 2 bags of popcorn in the microwave.
Right. No foil.
I know we have
whatever.
a button on our microwave too, and every time it happens to burn it, I have to go tell the butler to take off a little bit of time off the second one.
He said the butler.
Yeah, he has a button on his microwave too. It says Butler, and it's a buzz that brings in Jeeves.
Yes, sir. Ramsley.
Yes, sir.
You're Ryan.
Would you like some popcorn? Popcorn.
Some gourmet popcorn. Some imported popcorn.
Like dipping his corn in like gray poupon or something. Yeah,
I said dripping is corn.
Dripping. Yeah.
He dripping your
Popcorn, leg
corn.
corn.
If you got leg corns, you got problems.
I'll say, pop it away, buddy. Give me some popcorn.
Oh my gosh.
No, it's
Touch your toes.
All right, everybody, touch your toes.
Time to make
That's
chicken
not what I
rings.
meant by put a ring on it.
Great jump in Beyonce.
Jake jumping Beyonce. That's so funny.
Oh my gosh.
It's good stuff, man. Well, thank you for those clips, man. I know
Yeah.
it's may seem like a
Thank you, listeners.
what's the word, anticlimactic 100th episode that we're celebrating, but
Yeah.
I think that was cool.
Well, we got a big celebration coming up for our 2
There you
years. Hopefully, and I haven't said this to you yet, but I would love it for us to have a studio audience if we can, since things are different than they were last year.
True.
So
Maybe we'll use the speakeasy spot.
mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know what they charge us for something like that.
I don't know.
But yeah, that'd be kind of cool if we can get people to show up.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to. We should start promoting. I don't even know. When is our anniversary?
December 17th,
Oh, okay.
which is not a Tuesday, but that's our anniversary date. That's where our
We need to start
first
telling
episode
people. Excuse me. By the next show, then. Sorry.
Oh,
You know it's time to end the
we've
show
kinda
when the
done
host
with
is
this.
yawning.
Yeah.
We recorded all 100 episodes in a row.
We
so
do,
we're
yeah.
sleepy.
Yeah.
Almost there,
No
John.
norms for John.
Almost there, man.
Norms.
Yawned on the show.
Sorry,
Wow.
man. I was
John's
right
John's
mid
gonna get his
sentence.
table.
He just straight up yawned.
It's not my first time yawning, but it's the first time I tried to talk while I was yawning.
Look, yeah.
No, but I wanted to say that we should nail that down so that we can start advertising it so that
Yep.
we can find out if people are going to come.
Well, giveaways and
A band.
and a band.
We need a band again.
Yeah.
No
Maybe
Scott
we can
Wood
get
this time.
Linnea to help.
No
Yeah.
Scott Wood.
No Scott Wood on the
Scott Wood
anniversary
band.
Scott
show.
was just gonna crash it. He's just gonna show
He
up.
could be on another show, but
Hey, John, I didn't get an invitation.
Yeah, I know. I know.
we know you didn't.
Right? That's awesome. Yeah, that one we may just, I
This
don't
is
know.
awkward.
I guess you could rip the audio, but then just post on YouTube or something, I guess. Yeah, just record it. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool, man. Maybe in the future we're talking about trying to get like live call-ins. We're talking about more guests. We've already got several ideas from Linnea and others that we can think of. And I know Scott is still working on getting Mel on the show at some point. We've mentioned him so much that he's going to be on the show and nobody's going to be excited. It's going to be like, oh, that's it? That's what we've been waiting around for? This white guy talking? And then you don't realize that Mel's actually black.
And you're watching on YouTube.
Dude, he's the whitest black dude I know, man. I'm just telling you, you're watching. Whoa.
Wait a minute.
Hi.
That's great. Harry Carey. Hi. You know the moon is made of cheese. I'm just kidding.
He's like an Alphonse Ribeiro or whatever that guy's
Yeah,
Alfonso
yeah.
Ribeiro. Yeah.
name, right?
Wants Ribierto.
Wow. Wow, that was just a
Ribeiro.
It's just like
It's like a word they
Alphonse.
tried to teach you on
that was
Sesame
like
Street.
that was like a name train wreck.
What's his, isn't that his name? What is
Alfonso
it?
Ribeiro. Yeah.
Close, Scott.
I don't
Alphonse
think it's like
Ribierto.
Romero.
Ribeiro. Yeah.
Ribeiro?
Yes.
Okay.
I think his mom is
bad.
from, his family's from Trinidad, I think.
Is that what it is?
He said, yeah.
I don't know, but
Yeah.
Scott's trying to send him over to Mexico. Romero, right?
Scott would have it from like triangle
Romero.
dad.
Ramirez, right?
Triangle
Ramirez.
dad.
And Alphonse. He's part of the mob or something.
From the
Alphonse.
Dominican.
It's funny, man. Really good.
Well, that one website redirects to the Ukraine, so
That's true.
Jimmy's
Ukraine.
that's got to be legit.
Yeah, redirect.
Dot redirect Ukraine.net dot
That's so great.
double J dot.
What's that again? Well, thank you guys for listening for all these 100 episodes and over all this time, almost 2 years now. So we really appreciate it through a COVID environment and everything else and lots of lack of real true entertainment. You've made it.
Yep. I'm proud of us that we've not missed a week. That we've gone through and it's been tough at times. And like this week, we weren't even sure we were going to be able to make a show because Scott had extenuating circumstances.
Scott's on the ISS. Yeah.
So, but we made it work, and Scott's with us, which is what we want.
His extenuating circumstances were snobbery.
Scott's in the room. There's a room in Scott's house where he has a lot of doors.
Yeah.
This is it.
He was buried under
Right.
200 cases of Voss water.
He's in his safe room.
Right.
Yeah.
He's at the door
Between
store.
my Voss water and my wife's Aquapana water.
Right. And your vegan safe bags that you carry around.
Made of fine Corinthian leather.
Linnea said her bag was vegan. Is your bag vegan? It's like,
You know, I couldn't help thinking that entire show, and I didn't ask her, but I was curious. It got me thinking, do vegans breastfeed?
I wouldn't have any.
Whoa.
I don't think vegans have children.
I don't think.
I think that's part of the lifestyle.
I don't think
Government
it's by,
said no.
I don't think it's by choice, though. I think nobody just wants to.
Nobody wants to
not right.
marry. Nobody wants to procreate with a vegan. I know nobody wants to live and eat with a vegan. Someone like, what is a vegan, Uncle
Sorry,
John?
guys.
One of my nieces like, what's a vegan? I'm like, it's a stuck-up
They're
vegetarian.
aliens. They're aliens, aren't they?
It's a vegetarian that's
Sorry, I
stuck
brought
up.
it
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway,
Tell me how you really feel.
it's a stuck-up vegetarian who can't spell vegetarian.
I'm a vegetarian.
I'm a vegan.
But seriously, put that in the feeds if you know. What do vegans breastfeed? I want to know.
You want to know that in the feeds?
Yeah, there you go. Somebody look that up. Get somebody on that. Where's our
is that a
intern?
religious
Get
thing?
Chippy, get Chippy the intern to look that up.
Why is there 1,000 entries under this episode? People debating over.
I was breastfeeding.
I was breastfeeding. Yeah.
Oh boy.
I get credit for that if she uses that in her show.
Yeah, that's good. I don't know, but if they do, they probably taste like essential oils.
Peppermint flavored.
It's like tofu and fish oil.
And Vicks. Fapo rub. I swear Jennifer mixes that essential oil stuff up. Everything smells like Vicks. Sorry, Jen, but it's like, this is lavender and this. Yeah, it smells like Vicks.
Hey, but my sinuses are clear.
That's right.
Man,
That's hilarious.
I can see through the walls.
Cured my eczema.
Hey, I don't have a peanut allergy anymore. All right, guys. Well, we're going to wrap it up after 100 episodes.
About
As
time.
normal, we went long. But everybody say goodbye.
I don't want to.
No?
Ah, really?
Until next
Let's
time.
talk about something else. Let's talk about
Bye.
bye.
Maybe.
Love you guys. I mean that.
Yep.
Bye, guys.
See you guys.
Thank you for listening.
See ya.